Well, I would say it's time to sound the red alert, but what's the purpose? We've already sounded it so many times, and people don't seem to care. So we won't sound the red alert. You know, around the world we're seeing this is definitely the century of insanity. Just yesterday, here in the U.S., the orange man, the one at the top, the one that has to have a brain, wants to pull out of the nuclear INF Treaty with Russia so that we can have an endless nuclear arms race. You know, I honestly think this has to have something to do with the microplastic in the water, and humans in general are just becoming non-thinkers. We're making decisions that make no sense. You can easily pull out of some trade deal or something like that, or pull out of something minor like that, like pollution control or something. We can deal with that. But nuclear disarmament, we're going to get rid of that? We're going to start building up more and more nukes? So now you believe that we could actually win a nuclear war? If Russia was the one that was cheating on the deal, can't you just talk with them? Rearrange things? You could go ride Putin's horse. Maybe renegotiate the deal a little bit, but don't pull out. Nuclear disarmament, the INF, the thing that back in the 60s everybody couldn't wait to get a treaty with Russia so that we wouldn't have to keep going down in the basement listening to nuclear sirens going on. Welcome to the 60s all over. Not the good part, the bad part. But what is the U.S. and the world turning into? Let's go over to the board and look at how many and how much is going on around the world. What is going on with the money thing? Are we just bored with making money the old-fashioned way? So we're trying to make money in a different way? Let's take the incarceration rate around the world. So for every 100,000 people, the U.S. is jailing 666. Russia, 430. Rwanda, 434. These two seem to switch positions, so you can switch those if you wish. Australia, 162. Spain, 130. China, 118. And France, 76. Now, we were told that China was the highest incarceration rates for years and years and years. Look at the difference between them and the U.S. But there's a reason this is so high, isn't there? Let's see, in 2026, the U.S. made $2.2 million on private prison industry. And again, we're looking at what on earth is going on the planet. Global military spending, $1.7 trillion so far in 2018. We're seeing migration all over the planet now. We're seeing the second wave of migration coming from the south up into the U.S. and Canada. We're seeing migration from the Middle East to all over Europe and other countries. This is just the beginning of climate collapse, but yet we're spending $1.7 trillion on the military. Now I know that if there wasn't microplastic, we could probably get out of this mess. But thanks to the plastic industry, it's just going to get worse and worse. The people's thinking is going to go downhill more and more. Will we die instead of climate catastrophe? We'll die of nuclear war? Because we already have plenty of ammunition, both in Russia and the U.S. and China and Israel, to destroy the planet 8 times. Why do we need more? Why do we need to destroy the planet 9 or 10 or 12 times? Just because they can? See what I mean? No logic, no thinking, just reactionary. Just being a reactionary in the White House. The incarceration rate has been going like this way before the Orange Man. This has been going on pretty much since the U.S. was formed. High incarceration rates and lots of crime. One doesn't seem to help the other. Well, on a very insane Sunday morning, after a nice, lovely, foggy bike ride, I certainly do appreciate all those great comments on my last video. The troll attack has ended. It seems like they're coordinated and they come all at once. So if you happen to do YouTube channels, be aware they're coming your way. And I appreciate all the ups and the downs, and especially all the new subscribers. YouTube is now letting me have the new subscribers. About 10 a day or so. Wow.